today I am excited to share my new pattern that I created with you. In this pattern, the only thing that has stuffing is the head. And so it has a little cute tail on the back, but that is not stuffed either. They are just yarn, just the baby Burnett yarn, and they are super soft, but they're also very thick, even though they don't have stuffing in them. And they will just be great for a little toddler to take these, sleep with them. They have yarn eyes, yarn nose. So there's nothing that can be a safety issue for any children. Like I said, the arms and the legs are just knots. I just tied knots in the end of these. And so they are just absolutely adorable. I created one for a girl and one for a boy. I hope that you will enjoy this pattern and that your family will enjoy receiving these as gifts and enjoy them for years to come. So let's get into the pattern. Today I'm going to teach you how to crochet the Girl Rabby Bunny Snuggler. So we will be using Bernat Baby Blanket Pretty Girl Pink yarn. You will also need black yarn for the eyes, pink yarn for the nose, a small amount of polyfill stuffing for the head, and a 9mm hook. If you have a hard time following the video version of this pattern, you can purchase my written pattern. I will put a link in the comment section in the video description below. You do not have to purchase the pattern, but it will make working this pattern easier, and you will support my work by helping me be able to share more free video tutorials in the future. We are going to start by making the 2 ears first. So round 1 of the ears, we are going to make a magic ring or a magic circle. We are going to chain onto our magic ring. We are going to put 8 stitches on our rings. Make sure that you are working your starting tail into this round so that you will be able to tighten your ring. Now we will tighten up our magic ring. Round 2, we are going to increase in each stitch by putting 2 single crochet stitches in each stitch. Continue to work in the starting yarn tail until you have completely worked it in. Also, make sure to count your stitches as you work this round to make sure that you have a total of 16 stitches. This yarn is thick and it is hard to see your stitches, so counting as you work ensures that you do not get off on your stitch count. Now we will put our stitch marker in the last stitch that we worked. For rounds 3 through 16, we will put 1 single crochet in each stitch for 13 rounds. Each round should have a total of 16 stitches. Once you have completed 16 total rounds, we are now ready to start round 17. We are going to put a decrease in the next 8 stitches. You should end this round with 8 stitches. Move your stitch marker up. Round 18, we are going to put a decrease in the next 4 stitches. You should end this round with 4 stitches.
Now we will finish off our work and tuck our yarn tail inside of the ear. You will need to repeat this step to make your second ear, so feel free to click the tab on the video to replay the pattern steps to make another ear. When you have 2 ears made, I will meet you back here.
We are going to start by making 2 arms. Round 1, we are going to make a magic ring, chain on to our magic ring. We are going to put 8 stitches on our ring and make sure to work in your starting yarn tail into this round so that you can tighten up your ring. Now we will tighten up our magic ring. Let's put our stitch marker in the last stitch that we worked. For rounds 2 through 16, we are going to put 1 single crochet stitch in each stitch for the next 15 rounds. Continue to work in the starting yarn tail until you have completely worked it in. Also, make sure to count your stitches as you work this round to make sure that you have a total of 16 stitches. Once you have completed 16 total rounds, follow off your work, tuck in the yarn tail inside of the arm. You will need to repeat this step to make your second arm. So once again, feel free to click on the video tab to replay the pattern steps to make another arm. When you have 2 arms made, I will meet you back here. Now we are going to start making our 2 legs. For the first leg, round 1, we are going to make a magic ring, chain on to our magic ring, and we are going to put 8 single crochet stitches on our ring. Make sure to work in your starting yarn tail so that you can tighten up your ring, and make sure that you have 8 stitches on your ring when you are finished. Now we will put our stitch marker in place. Round 2, we are going to put 1 single crochet in the first stitch and then increase by putting 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and repeat this sequence working this round. Again, put 1 single crochet in this stitch and then increase in the next stitch. You should end this round with 12 stitches. For rounds 3 through 23, we are going to put 1 single crochet stitch in each stitch for the next 20 rounds. Continue to work in the starting yarn tail until you have completely worked it into your round. Also, make sure to count your stitches as you work this round to make sure that you have a total of 16 stitches. Once you have completed 23 total rounds, follow off your work, tuck the yarn tail inside of the leg. You will need to repeat this step to make your second leg, so feel free to click the tab on the video to replay the pattern steps to make another leg. But make sure to leave the yarn connected to the second leg. This is very important. We are going to join the leg, so let me show you how to do this. Put 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches from the stitch marker. Now we will pick up the first leg and join it with a slip stitch. This slip stitch will count as a stitch on your next round. Then we will single crochet in the next 13 stitches.
Put 2 single crochets in the join of the legs, and then single crochet in the next 10 stitches. You should end this round with 28 stitches. Rounds 25 through 32, we will put 1 single crochet in each stitch, working around for 7 rounds. Make sure to count your stitches as you work each round to make sure your stitch count is accurate. The inside of the leg should now look like this. After you work a few rounds, you need to put knots in the legs. This will make the rabbit shorter to make it easier to continue to work your rounds. So let me show you how to do this. You will take the end of the leg and gently pull on it and tie a knot like this. At first, you will have a long tail inside of the knot, but we will fix this shortly by gently pulling down on the leg to tighten the knot. You can see that this makes the legs way shorter than they were. So let's do the second leg just like we did the first one by tying a knot. Then we will gently pull down on the leg to tighten the knot. Now it is important here to make sure that your legs are the same length. You may need to undo a knot and redo it if they are different lengths. Once they are how you want them, continue working your single crochet stitch rounds. I will meet you back here once you have completed all 7 rounds of the body. Now we are ready to add the arms. Round 33, we are going to put 1 single crochet in the next 10 stitches. Then pick up the first arm and join the arm by crocheting your stitches through the front and the back of the arm to the body for the next 4 stitches to connect the arm. Now we will put a single crochet in the next 8 stitches. Let's now join the second arm using the same method. Put a single crochet in the next 4 stitches to connect your arm. Then single crochet in the next 2 stitches. You should end this round with 28 stitches. Now we are going to tie knots in the arms just like we did the legs. We will do this the exact same way that we did the legs. So tie a knot and then gently pull down on the arm to tighten it, making sure that you do not have too much poking through at the center of the knot. Now we will do the second arm the exact same way. The most important thing here is to make sure that both arms are the same length. Now we are ready to work rounds 34 through 35. We are going to start decreasing. So we will do a decrease in the first 2 stitches and then another decrease. And repeat this decreasing sequence until you reach your stitch marker. And then we are going to repeat this sequence again for the next round. You should end round 35 with 7 stitches. Round 36, we are going to increase in each round. So we will put 2 single crochets in each stitch of this round. Make sure to count as you work to make sure you end up with 14 stitches at the end of this round. Round 37, we are going to put 1 single crochet in the first stitch and an increase in the next stitch. We will repeat this sequence. So it's 1 single crochet and then put 2 single crochets in the next stitch. You should end this round with 21 stitches. Round 38, we are going to put 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then an increase in the third stitch. We will repeat this sequence. So we will put 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then put 2 single crochets in the next stitch. You will continue this sequence and end this round with 28 stitches. Rounds 39 through 44, we are going to continue to build the height of the rabbit's head. To do this, we will put 1 single crochet in each stitch for the next 5 rounds. You should end each round with 28 stitches. So I will meet you back here when you have finished round 44. Now we are ready to add the ears to our rabbit. We will do this by pulling out the last 2 stitches of the previous round. Pick up your first ear and join it by crocheting the stitches through the front and the back of the ear to the head by putting a single crochet in the next 4 stitches to connect the ear. Then single crochet in the next 11 stitches. Then join your second ear the same way that you did the first by putting a single crochet in the next 4 stitches. Then single crochet in the next 9 stitches. Make sure your ears are perfectly centered before you move on. If they are not, recount your stitches. Round 46, we will work 1 single crochet in the first stitch and then a decrease in the next 2 stitches. We will repeat this sequence. Again, it is 1 single crochet in the first stitch and then a decrease. You should end this round with 21 stitches. Now we are ready to stuff the head. Be sure to not let the stuffing go into the neck of the rabbit. We only want it to stay in the head. Add some stuffing and then shape the head by pulling the center stuffing to the outer edge, creating a hole in the center. Then we will add a little more stuffing in the center. And now we will continue to close up the head. Round 47, we will do a decrease and then another decrease in the next stitch. We will repeat this sequence. Round 48, we will do a decrease and then another decrease. And we will continue this sequence all the way around. You should end this round with 7 stitches. You can add more stuffing right now if you need to. Finish off your work. Now we are going to put our working yarn on our darning needle and sew a few stitches to close the hole on top of the head. Insert your needle into the head and work down towards the neck. We are now going to secure the neck so that the stuffing cannot move from the head to the neck. We are going to do this by working a few stitches into the neck to close the gap so that the stuffing cannot move. Once you have closed up the neck, leave your yarn tail sticking out of the back of your rabbit. We will use this yarn in a little bit to secure the bunny tail. Now let's make our bunny tail. You can use white yarn if you want to, but I just use the bunny's body color. We will make a magic ring, chain on to our magic ring, put 8 single crochet stitches on our magic ring. And then we will close up our ring, put our stitch marker in place. Now we're ready for round 2. We will put an increase in each stitch, working back to our stitch marker. You should end this round with 16 stitches. Rounds 3 through 4, we are going to put a single crochet in each stitch, working around for 2 rounds. You should end these 2 rounds with 16 stitches. Round 5, we are going to put a decrease in each stitch. You should end this round with 8 stitches. Now cut a long yarn tail and then follow off your work. To sew the tail to the rabbit, we need to put a long yarn tail we just cut on the darning needle and then insert it into the body of the rabbit. We will sew around, making sure to go into every stitch of the tail and back into the body. Now you can add stuffing to your tail if you want to. I did not. It puffs up just fine without it, so it is completely up to you. I wanted to keep mine as light as possible, and stuffing just adds weight to your toy.
Once your tail is sewn on, bring both yarn tails together into the same hole and tie them together. And then hide them inside the body. Now we will cut off the excess yarn. Your rabbit should now look like this. Now let's start making the face. You will use black yarn. Put a long piece on your darning needle. We are going to insert the needle 2 rounds below the ears. Stretch across the next 4 stitches and then insert the needle into the head and come out the next stitch over. And then pull the yarn through. To make the eyelashes, we are going to go back into the last stitch of the eye, go down 1 row. Now we will bring the yarn back into the last stitch or the edge of the eye and then push the needle up 1 row and then tack the eye in place, making it look kind of like an upside down smiley face. Now I put 2 tacks in my eye. Now we are going to skip 3 stitches over and start the second eye, making the yarn cover the next 4 stitches. Just like we did with the first eye. Then we will make eyelashes to match the first eye. For the nose, I use pink acrylic yarn. You can use any color that you want. I started out by making a triangle with the yarn 2 rows down from the eyes. We will then fill in the nose until we are satisfied with how it looks. If you want, you can add a mouth. You can use pink or do like I did and use black yarn. So we will make a line from the bottom point of the nose. I went down 1 round and then came over a few stitches. Then stretch your yarn across
Insert your needle back into the head and come out one row below the mouth. Then pull the mouth yarn down and tack. Then go back into the bottom point of the nose. Pull the yarn down to make a more definite line from the nose and attach it once again to the center of the mouth. Pull your yarn tails through the same stitch, then tie them together. Let's hide them in the body and cut off the excess yarn for all yarn tails.
I hope that you enjoyed creating these rabbies with me. And if you did, please leave me a comment in the description below. I love hearing feedback from all of you. And if there's something that you would like to see created that you cannot find a pattern for, please tell me about it. Also, in the comment section below, you can find this written pattern for purchase on my Etsy shop. The link is in my description. Until next time, happy crocheting.